hours or so to look
back
at it?
Disappointed overall. We seem to be in the same trend as where we get a couple of decent results previously and then we can't match it up with a good performance with another good result. But it's frustrating at the moment because I felt, with the 2-week layoff that we had with the bad weather, it showed a little bit early doors, especially the first 20 minutes we were, slow coming out the blocks, as they say. And fair credit to Brentford, they're on a high, they're top of the league, they're working for one another, they have a system to play to and do it really well. In saying that, we were expecting more from our boys as to our performance, because again, having a 2-week layoff, you're expecting them to be up for the game, and it took us 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get into the game, and when we did okay, especially the back end of the first half, and then, as we normally do, we give the other team a step up, and they get a goal right on half time, which killed us in a way, because again I felt we just started to dictate a little bit more with the possession, not really hurting them in any way as such, but more effective with the ball. And coming in at half time, you're 1-0 down, and then you're hoping you get a kickstart second half, because they've got to lift with the goal, and it didn't happen.
I suppose it's good, as a positive for the fans, that you're looking at this game against the top of the league side and still seeing it's disappointing, rather than just accepting that you were going to go there and get turned over. No,
I don't accept any game like that. I always expect a team that we put out to have a bit more passion and pride in what they do, and it's frustrating at the moment because we can't get a consistent run where there is that in the side, whichever side I put out, and you're thinking that the lads that come in, because of different personnel coming out through suspensions or injuries, that you get a bit of a kickstart, but half the time it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I spoke to you a few weeks ago about you banging your head against the wall with the same kind of mistakes being made, and it's still happening. Can you do anything as a manager?
No, we just keep working at it, and hopefully the button will drop one day and things will be okay. It's all work we can put right on the training field and try and implement that, but when it comes to match days, the lads have got to be focused in the job in hand and perform to the best of their potential.
It's pretty refreshing as well that you've come out and said that you're not going to make any excuses, you're not going to say that inexperience is a problem, and that you really have just got to start turning results around. We
were inexperienced when we first kicked in, we were the young side this year, but now they've got some games behind them, and we still relatively are experienced to other teams. But you just hope that they've got a bit more of understanding what we're expecting from this club, and obviously the football teams they're coming up against. And it's, at the end of the day, it's all about pride, really.
And what do you make of Louis Dodds' comments? I suppose it's good to see a player showing a bit of passion and pride in the shirt.
Yes, and that's all we ask of, our players majority of the time, because when we get our 6,000 people behind us here, they want effort and passion, and we've gave it to them on occasions, but not enough. Now I'm hoping we can turn the results around at home, which they're starting to get better. But I'm looking for that week in, week out, not just here and there, and that's the frustrating side of it.
Yeah, it's a busy period coming up. 7 games, I think, in 22 days. And if you have a bad run of results, it goes kind of one way, but hopefully you'll be looking to get some momentum going.
Well, I'm hoping so. But as I say, we always have stops and starts, and that's how our season's been. And like you say, we've got a busy March coming up where I don't want to really get dragged into this relegation battle at the bottom, because Bournemouth are on a decent run at the moment, and if they start clawing their points back and we're not picking up points, then you might end up in a bit of a dogfight at the bottom. If we can get results now, it's a bonus, but also it's a bonus to take us forward into climbing up the table.
Yeah, realistically, have you set yourself a target for where you want to finish this season?
I was hoping to finish, mid-table and above. Them are still my targets now, because we've still got 17 games to play. We need to finish as high as possible to give us a bit of a momentum for next season.
But you've certainly made the players aware that if these kind of conditions and performances carry on, then you could well be in a relegation fight.
Yes, and as I say, we've got to just keep working hard at the training field to turn things around, and hopefully they can carry that into the matches. And there's no better start than Lincoln at home on Friday, because again, a good side on the day. They've got a big side with presence, with a lot of pace going forward. So again, with it being at home, we've still got to be at our best to beat them.
And how's training been this morning?
Very good. Very good. We've had a 2 penalties after the game again, Saturday, and we got a better reaction this morning. Now, we've got to carry that on. You know, like I say, we get it now every other day or every couple of days, but we need to maintain that week in, week out.
Thanks.